Heyho friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to show you my updated PVE build of Lightcross aka LC Way. Lightcross build has been buffed a lot in general, and recently this build got buffed once again with following buffs. Sadly, the multiplayer buff is somehow bugged and doesn't apply on our build yet. Hopefully we will get that fixed soon. Anyways, can this build compete with another PvE classes? Let's find out together. But before we start, don't forget to show some loves, like and subscribe. Alright, let's do this! First of all, let's see how much damage I can do with full buffs. The dummy setting is as follows. Here you can see my damage was about 640 millions in general and about 1 billion with spare reckoning. Now I am going to show you the damage on MVP dummy, here using Lost Isle Legend 1 boss setting. Even without spare reckoning, the damage for legend instances should be enough. My damage really improved because of my weapon, improving my Overbrand damage by 30%. First of all, I am going to show you how the stats should be distributed and which attributes are important for instances. Strength is your basic stats to boost your attack, so max this out. Int is your basic stats to boost your magic attack. Since Lightcross can be boosted by both attack and magic attack, you should max this out too. For the remaining points, you can go with Fit to boost your max HP. This is very important for LC build since your damage also depends on your current HP thanks to Blood Buff Star card. Blood Buff Star card allows you to improve your Overbrand and Lightcross damage by 5% of current HP. To maximize your damage, you can follow the formula below. For legend instances, you need 80% penetration, 200% ignore defense, 50% skill damage, and 50 to 90% element damage. In the following, you can see all my stats and attributes. I'm going to show you my skill distribution and explain some of the skills you need for LC build. Endure prevents you to get pulsed or knocked back while getting attacked. Magnum Break increases your attack by 20% while converting your element into fire. You can parry most of the attack you get with Auto Guard. The trigger rate can be increased by using this rune. Max out Spear Mastery to increase your attack when using Spear. Cavalry Combat allows you to fight while using Mount. Additionally, you can deal up to 20% more damage to large and 30% more damage to small monster with Cavalry Mastery. Bliss and Faith permanently increase your Fit and max HP, which are important for improving your Lightcross damage indirectly. Inspiration increases your all stats by 10, also your attack and magic attack by 150. Additionally, your hit is increased by 100. Shield of Defense can increase your attack and magic attack depending on your defense and magic defense. Spear Thrust improves your Igno defense by 10% and your penetration by 5%. You need Prestige at least at level 1 to activate the rune effect. Overbrand is one of your main DPS skill, so definitely max this out. For the fourth job, you can max out all the skills, but you can prioritize following skills at first. Holy Light Barrier increases your skill and auto attack damage reduction by 20% for 15 seconds. The damage reduction can be increased by 4% from each team member in this barrier. Glorious Guardian can summon a holy area if you successfully use Auto Guard. On this area, you and your teammates can get healed depending on your int and magic attack. Light Cross is your main DPS skill, dealing 150% damage of Overbrand to all enemies near you. With the help of Spear of Reckoning, your damage can be increased up to 60% every 18 seconds. The damage of Light Cross and the cooldown of Spear of Reckoning can be improved with this rune. This is my equipment overview of main and shadow equipments. To boost your damage, you can use Dragon Flame Shield as your offhand. Try to get Armor Breaker as high as possible for your Encha. This improves not only your attack and magic attack in general, but also your multiplier of Overbrand. You can use Alistar, Fall Soul, Late King's Chest Knights, or Mary Rowland card. For armor, I currently use Soul Cage to boost both my attack, magic attack, and physical damage. Alternatively, you can use Curse Armor, Dragon Blood Armor, or other Shore Patrol. Try to get Morale 3 or 4 to boost your Igno defense. For card, you definitely should use Bloodbath Star card. This card can improve your damage by a lot, even much more than using Poitata Star card. I just wish this card would be a garment or shoe card so we could put survivability card in armor. For garment, I choose Leader's Pauldron to boost both my Igno defense and skill damage with PDI as Encha. Zenobia or Mayfairlin's card can be used in garment to boost your damage. I use these shoes to boost my attack and penetration. Alternatively, you can use Dominator War Boots or Fair Judgment. Try to get high PDI as Encha. There are some good cards for shoes like Moonistar, Edgarstar, or Flute Star. As low budget alternatives, you can use Water Spirit or Rainbow Fall card. For accessories, you should use Steel Ambition to boost your physical damage and attack. Alternatively, you can either use Diamond Earring or Heart of Molten Fire. You need to get Sharp Blade 3 or 4 for your Encha to boost your attack and physical damage. Moonlight Tendry Star is a nice option for accessories. If you can get Devil Governor or Biowaffle card, use them. As for now, Ocean Strait is the only weapon you should use for Light Cross build. Your attack and magic attack, and most importantly your Overbrand damage can be improved by each refinement. It's also very important to get tier 5 as soon as possible to increase Light Cross damage and skill damage reduction while using Light Cross. Try to get Sharp Blade or Morale 3 or 4 to boost your damage or Igno defense. For cards, you can use Drakestar or Minostar card to boost your damage. For headgear, I currently use Holy Knight Blessing to boost my skill damage. Alternatively, you can use following headgears. Try to get high fit or strength in your Encha. For cards, you can use following cards or any penetration or damage related cards. Cute Blower is one of the best face headgear we have so far. Optimize this headgear by refining this to +6. Other face headgear that are useful are as follows. For Encha, you can go with Morale 3 or 4 or PDI. Ocean's Attachment is one of the best move headgear for PVE. You need to get at least +6 to maximize this damage. You can use Lightfoot, Gluttonous Imp, or any penetration or damage related move headgear alternatively. Strength or Fit is the best Encha for this one. Currently, I use Rough Wing to boost my penetration, and because the headgear has Morale 4 as Encha. To boost your damage even further, I recommend you to use Godwill Gift Box or Chicken Eggs. For Encha, you can go with Morale 3 or 4. For Tail, you can use any damage related tail headgear such as It's Too Late, Rock Bunny, or Beautiful Ensemble. Try to get Sharp Blade as high as possible to boost your damage. For Shadow equipments, you can use following equipments. The Encha should be the same like the one for main equipment. For offhand, I recommend you to use Dragon Slayer to boost your damage. Alternatively, you can use Vicious Wand for Ignore Defense or Phoenix Feather for attack. For armor, you can use Chosen's armor for some attack and magic attack and fear resistance. For garment, I choose White Duke's Mantue to improve my ignore defense and skill damage. I use Saint Mary's because the shoes are good shoes overall for boosting your attack and magic attack. Alternatively, you can use Little Fairies to boost your damage. For accessories, I recommend you at least to use one Ring of Loyalty to improve your attack because of the set effect with Chosen armor. You can also use Tibar's Hand or other alternatives as follows. For the attack mirror, you can use either Bilge's armor, combustible knife, or claw. For the defense mirror, you should use Cardo to boost your defense and magic defense that lead to extra attack and magic attack thanks to Shield of Defense. For the relic, I recommend you to use Horn of the Unyielding for better survivability or Lord of Vain to boost your damage. For the attribute runes, you can put yours as shown below. Brilliant Retribution rune improves the damage of your light cross and reduces the cooldown of Spear of Reckoning. Try to get high first and second light. Righteous rune improves our prestige by reducing target's damage and magic damage. Focus on getting high first line and third line. Persistence counter-attack rune increases the damage and range of counter-attack Halo. Auto Guard's trigger rate can be improved up to 10% additionally by using this rune. This rune's second line is the important one to remove the block action of Auto Guard. Basically, you won't get pause or block while pairing attack with Auto Guard. Shield of Defense can get extra damage reduction and melee damage reduction with this rune. For PVE, just focus on the high first line. Blood Cross rune increases your Overbrand damage and its splash damage up to 30%. You should prioritize on high first line. For Arcane runes, I recommend you to use following runes. Use White Blade rune to boost your damage, mostly if you do solo instance and boss get to approach you to attack. War Preparedness rune is a nice one to improve your survivability. With this and all the damage reduction buffs, DA can survive the damage he receives better. Additionally, you can increase your final damage reduction with this rune. For AC runes, you can like on all the rune points with guild contributions. In the following, you can see all attributes you can get from AC runes. Prioritize to get important related attributes such as attack, magic attack, ignore defense, and max HP. You should also focus on the following skill points. First of all, let's see how much damage I can do on this floor. I was using full buffs here including foods, meals, and alloy. I was using both Light Cross and Overbrand to attack to increase my DPS, mostly because Light Cross has a cooldown more than 1 second. As you can see, both my damage of Light Cross and Overbrand were enough to hit the limit. Sadly, this build has slow attack, only capable to hit the enemy once every second. At least I had enough damage to kill this boss. Let's see if I can finish the second and the third floors. For the second floor, I was using Fire Converter, but without other shots or Molten Fire accessories. My damage was also good enough for this floor. I think my damage would improve much more if I would use other shells, molten fire accessories, and snowy owl headgear. Don't forget to avoid his first sigil ray. After that, you can go full throttle without avoiding his AoE attack by relying on your damage reduction buffs. You can avoid his AoE if you want to, but in my case I could tank his attacks and was continuously attacking him as quick as possible. For this floor, I used the same strategy like before, prepare for elite, and then attacking using both Light Cross and Overbrand. You can also use PT to change your armor into holy, reducing the damage of some elements up to 50%. Kill the summon MVP as soon as possible, and don't forget to use heal items to restore your HP. Soon after, kill one of the red orb and go to the heart to kill it as soon as possible. In the third phase, you should deal damage as much as possible to kill the boss. Don't forget to use heal items if needed. Nicely done. I tried both the first and second floors so many times, but sadly my DA couldn't finish these floors. On this floor I had a problem with the stone debuff. It was hard for me to avoid AoE debuffs that the numbers of those were rising quickly to 10, which leads to my petrify. Also, I couldn't reduce the number of those debuffs because somehow only the fire pool is summoned. Didn't see the poison pool, not even once. This was the best I could do. Let's see what my DA can do on this floor. The second floor is easier in general. You can avoid all his attack easily, but the problem would be to kill the rook as soon as possible. Take the boss to the corner to avoid his chest minions. As soon as the first phase is done, Rook will be summoned. My damage was still too low to kill Rook quickly, so sadly I couldn't finish this floor. In the following you can see the list of pro and contra of using Light Cross for PVE. That's it. That was my updated PVE build of Light Cross. In my opinion, after several buffs including addition of Blood buff star card, weapon revamp, weapon tier 5 and skill revamp, you can do high damage of Light Cross. The revamp of the skill multiplier should give us about 40% more damage additionally after being fixed. In the following you can see my suggestion on how this class can be more useful and usable for PvE as DPS. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Feel free to ask and give comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. See you soon, your FLyTuT.